Welcome back. This time we're talking about Inferno, directed by Ron Howard and starring Tom Hanks. Now this is the third movie in which those two have partnered to adapt one of Dan Brown's Robert Langdon books, the other two being The Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons. Now those two are both books and movies that I enjoyed. The books are solid yarns, they're good mysteries, they have some solid twists in them. The movies adequately adapted them to the screen and were, just fun. They were not offensive, they weren't bad, they weren't great either. They were just, popcorn entertainment, for the lack of a better word. Now, I also read the third book in the series, The Lost Symbol, which has not been adapted into a film, and probably for good reason, because the book is definitely a step down from the first two. And a lot of my problems with that book are the same problems I have with this movie, Inferno, only Inferno, the problems are much, much worse. If you're a fan of the other movies and the books, you go into this knowing that you're going to get a lot of art and history technobabble. You're going to get mysteries, you're going to get a scavenger hunt, and you're going to get a twist or two. And you get all of that. But the twists here are just so elaborate, so over the top and frankly unrealistic that it just pulls you directly out of the movie, and instead of going, oh wow, I didn't see that coming, you go, oh wow, the writers kind of cheated, because I'm trying not to spoil things, but there are just some things that come to light in this in the story along the way that you just have to go, this exists solely so that twist can happen. This is something that just doesn't exist in our world. It just wouldn't exist in our world. So how can we expect it and then be surprised by it and enjoy that surprise? Because you don't. I didn't. It was like, again, I felt cheated. Now, on a superficial level, did I enjoy this film? Did I enjoy the experience? Yeah, I didn't hate it. As bad as a lot of my complaints are with this movie, I didn't just go out of the movie going, wow, that was just a horrible 2 hours. It's a very flawed movie and a definite step down from the earlier two. So I really haven't actually talked about what the story is, and I don't want to give away too much because I really thought the trailers did give away too much, and they actually didn't. They actually sort of mislead the audience in a few cases, because there's a couple lines of dialogue that are in the trailer that are not in the movie at all, or if they are, they're taken completely out of context with what you're seeing in the trailer at that moment. But essentially, Robert Langdon, who is a professor, a symbologist, he awakes in a hospital in Florence, having apparently been the victim of a gunshot, a graze to his head. His last memory was being at his college. He has no idea how he got to Florence. He meets this doctor, played by Felicity Jones, and she's trying to help him. But before they can get too far into it, this cop shows up and attempts to kill Langdon. They're able to escape together, and they end up on this treasure hunt because there's this guy, played by Ben Foster, who is basically, he is obsessed with overpopulation and has decided that the world needs to be culled of humans. So he has created this virus that will eliminate half of the world's population. So he and this doctor have to go out on this scavenger hunt to find this virus. And if that sounds somewhat complicated, believe me, that is the Cliff Notes dumbed down version, because there's about 8 other levels to this story. This is a review that's just kind of difficult because as I was watching it, I was getting some superficial entertainment out of it. It was also annoying the crap out of me because of the unrealistic twists and the overly convoluted plot lines. This is a movie that, yeah, I could pretty much just tear it apart, but it did give me a little bit of entertainment. Why, I still don't know. But if you're not terribly interested in Robert Langdon, you are not a fan of the books or a big fan of the previous movies, you can easily skip this and avoid the confusion that I have. So if you've seen Inferno, let me know what you thought about it. Were you confused, or did you just like it or dislike it? Typically, that's how it goes for me. For whatever reason, this movie's just confused me. As always, you can subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other reviews, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.